Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. News Now Yorkshire here. Today we are out in the Sheffield area, South Yorkshire Police, and we are just at the South Yorkshire Police Operations Complex, just outside Sheffield. I think this is where the road policing team are based, because there's lots of traffic cars. Lots and lots of cars just over the gate there. Let's make our way to this entrance. You can see all the signage. It's the pedestrian entrance that way, vehicle entrance that way. And you've got the keypad, the information there. So I think the dogs are based here as well. We've got a couple of dog units over there. I believe those are the kennels at the back there. It says dog handlers only. Bit of an unassuming building, it's not heavily marked. It's like a warehouse.
Just having a nosy really, see what's going on, having a look around. Alright. A bit of orange in the
Can I get a close look at your bike, mate?
Can you get a close look at the bike?
Get a close look at the bike.
No, you can't go inside the premises, mate.
I know, that's why I asked.
Yeah, no, if you stay this side of the gate, you're alright.
So no then?
If I'd have known you wanted to look at the bike, I'd have left it out.
Yeah.
Oh come on, it's only 2 foot.
Huh?
It's only 2 foot that way.
Trust me, it'll get me into a world of wrong if I
would it?
allow someone unauthorised inside the premises. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, mate. I'll take the drone up and I'll have a look with drone.
No, that's alright.
No worries, pal.
Yeah, no,
We couldn't get a look at the bike, not a proper look anyway. The motorcycle officer said we couldn't go in to have a look. So we shall have a look with the
The
drone.
point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
So, got force number 14, looks like, on the top of the cars. Oh, zoom back out again. And the bike is just over this way, so let's have a look at the bike. There it is. So the officer's just gone in this building here somewhere. So he's just gone in that door. Left his bike running though. And what else we got in here? We've got these traffic cars here. All response, I believe, with the dots on top. Another one that side. Oh, we've got a couple of officers just coming out. One there. One bit further across. He's heading to the garage. She looked like she was coming out here, but decided against it. She's heading to the garage as well. They're having a good old look though. Was having a good old look. Let's head over to this car, to this dog unit. Again, number 14 to the triangle. Tells you it's a dog unit. Same on all three of those cars. The lady just heading into the garage area. So I think those are the kennels just there, where it says dog handlers only. It's on that black sign. Another response vehicle just over there. No firearms that I can see. So I wonder where they're based. Maybe they're all out, who knows. And I think the rest of it's just personal vehicles. Another police car just here. Response, is it? Is that response or is that an ANPR on the back? Looks like an ANPR. And we have one just coming in. Response vehicle. Hotel Kilo Whiskey. Just wait for the gate to close and he can get on with his day. There it is. So I've got the two officers just come back from the garage area. Having a good old look. Still there, still looking, still not decided. Who knows, eh? Who knows what they're thinking? Whatever they're thinking, they're not telling us. Great to see the solar panels on the roof. I've just heard about the new council building in Leeds City Council, or for Leeds City Council even, that produces more energy than it uses. Just costs £9 million, and it's for the refuse services. So all the bin wagons that collect all your rubbish, they're all going green. Even the building's going green. So we've got another unit just coming in, and this one has the star on top.
They were very interested as well, wasn't they?
We were very, very interested. So this is the big boys. The ones with guns. Echo Charlie November. It just seemed to have stopped. What stop for? You need to reverse into the parking space. That's how it works.
Police discovery here.
There we go. Reverse, reverse. You're making me miss the other car coming in. So there's another car that's just come back on trade plates. That discovery there. So it must have been for some work done, or... yeah, don't know. There you can see the gun on the knee there, on the hip.
An officer coming out now.
We have a police officer just heading this way.
Hi guys.
Hi mate.
You alright? Can you bring the drone down for the landing, please, mate? I need to talk to you.
Why? What do you need to talk about?
Can you bring the drone down, please, mate?
Why? Do you think I've done something wrong?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think I've done wrong?
I'm going to talk to you about this.
Yeah, you'll probably be educated, Sergeant. Because you've
Yeah.
done nothing wrong.
Just bring it down.
I will bring it down because it's not safe to talk to you while
No, it's not, is it?
while this is happening. But just so we know, I don't have to bring it down.
Yeah, but I'm going to take my attitude, Sergeant. We promise you that.
Will not. What can I do for you, Sergeant?
First thing, do you know what this place is?
I know exactly what this place is.
Okay.
Do you
So
know what this place is?
Yes, I do, very much.
Okay, what is it?
Hang on, let me do my speech first and I'll explain where we are, and then we know where we are from around.
Am I being
where we are,
detained?
No, I'm talking
I'm
to
not. So I could leave at any time, can't I?
We can walk
yeah?
away
You understand
next
that, don't
night.
you?
Right.
Right. So calm your attitude down, Sergeant.
Absolutely, or we're not going to engage with you, Sergeant. You're not our boss.
Let's
You're not gents.
let's
we have
start
to work
again.
together. We won't chill out.
Let's start again,
Chill out.
Sergeant.
Right,
Let's start again.
Just start.
You
Identify
chill out,
yourself.
We'll chill out.
Donnie, I'm talking to you the minute.
Let's start again. Let's start again. No.
No,
Right.
no.
If we want to carry on in this tone of voice,
Okay.
then we're not going to carry on at all.
All right, well, that's
Right.
We
entirely
don't
up to
take
you.
So let's
education.
start
We're
again,
not
Sergeant.
bollocking off you.
You know, I'm not going to give you a
We're not
bollocking if
gonna
that's the
take
term you
one.
want to use.
Well, you've told me you think I've done something wrong. I can guarantee you I haven't.
Okay, well,
Right?
explain.
No,
to
I don't
me
explain
what-
anything.
what
Let's
you
start again,
think.
Sergeant.
Right.
Your name is?
Damien Bellamy.
Damien Michael.
All
Nice
right,
to meet you.
all right, Michael. What's
Yeah.
your name, please?
Jamie.
mate? Jamie, nice to meet you, mate.
Pleasure.
All right. Right.
Let's take a different
This
approach.
is an unusual police station,
Right.
okay, because it has different elements to it which you guys need to know about.
Okay.
All right. This is not a beat police station.
We understand this is special operations.
It is.
Yeah.
So
That's
it
why
has-
we're here.
It has things running out of here, which have covert elements.
Okay.
All right. Now, as a result of those covert elements, it may well be that you video something, not deliberately,
Yeah.
but inadvertently.
Yeah.
And you might publicise something that compromises a major job.
Okay.
Now, that could be anything from, it could be a major organised crime job, it could be anything leading to national security. You don't know that, and you wouldn't know it.
No, why would we?
But by filming something and then publicising it, you might compromise it. It's pretty simple, isn't it? So the whole purpose of me coming out and talking to you is, first of all, finding out who you are,
Yeah.
finding out what your purpose is, what
Yeah.
you want to do, why you're here. Is it a protest? Are you unhappy with something? Find out a little bit more about you.
Okay.
And then when I found that out, we can talk through why I need to ask you to stop filming certain things based on what I've already just told you.
Let me give you a little bit of advice then. If you want me to do something for you, right? Don't start with you've done something wrong. Bring the drone down now.
Well,
do you mind,
but
just for a sec so I can talk to you,
I have to-
do you mind
I
bringing
have
it down?
I have to speak to you, don't I?
Yeah, you have to speak to me, yeah.
So,
But I don't have to speak to you.
okay, well,
And I don't have to bring the drone down.
right.
I don't have to answer any of your questions.
Are you aware of the most recent legislation
I am very aware.
relating to 2021?
When did you last read the entire thing?
Well, I haven't read the entire thing.
Okay, well I have.
Okay.
Okay.
So why do you think
So that
it's
just puts
okay?
it into perspective for you.
So why do you think it's okay to fly your drone over this police station and over individuals
Yeah,
below
yeah.
50 metres?
Why do you think it's not?
Because it says in here that it's
See-
within legislation you can't
Yeah.
do that.
See, the funny thing about reading only part of the legislation is. You only get part of the information. So you've read the wrong information for the wrong drone.
Well, educate me. Go on.
I don't mind educating you, Sergeant, not a problem at all. So if you read the entire thing, there is a section in there that says if you have a drone which is 249 grams, which this one is, and it says on the side somewhere, 249 grams, ultralight, yeah?
Right.
So if you have a 249 gram drone, you can fly closer than 50 meters to people and buildings.
Right.
And in fact, there is no minimum distance at all. As long as you're doing everything that's safe, you're not putting anyone in danger, and you're following the rest of the air navigation orders, then you can fly closer than 50 meters with a 249 gram drone.
Okay.
So does that change your perspective on things, Sergeant?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
So you're trying to find something else, are you?
No, I'm not. The thing I wanted to talk to you about
Was this bit that you've circled?
Yeah.
So let's read this bit then.
So that one, constable required person at ground,
Yep.
unmanned aircraft,
Yep.
which is what we're talking about.
Yep.
Reasonable grounds for believing that the flight is taking place and that the person is controlling the aircraft.
Yep.
Okay, we've got that one.
Yep.
And reasonable grounds for suspecting that the aircraft has been, is, or is likely to be involved in the commission of an offence.
So you suspected me to be involved in the commission of an offence?
So when we start this conversation, I'm telling you what this is involved in.
No, but
Right?
what's the offence?
Let me get there.
Go on.
I'm getting there, all right. So, because we've got so much happening in the background here,
Yeah.
from investigations in relation to serious deaths,
Yeah.
road death investigations, organised crime.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
Because we don't know who you are.
Yeah, but
and
there's
we
no
don't know
special
what the
measures for
purpose.
this police station, because prisons, they have like fences on them,
Yeah.
but this doesn't have a fence.
No, of course
so
not.
if you want one, get in touch with
And
the...
you need-
Could you imagine how much that's going to cost nationally? Could you imagine for us to
no,
create
it's not,
that
and it's,
over
not,
the
it's
top?
only a
It's just-
virtual fence, it's not a real
Oh, you mean
fence.
geo fencing?
That's right.
Right, okay.
But this doesn't have one.
But even if we got geo fencing,
Yeah, that wouldn't fly in it.
That wouldn't
No.
it won't fit. So, without knowing that background and without understanding who and what you are,
Yeah.
then I've got
We're just
reasonable
a
grounds for
drone
suspecting
flyer,
an offence.
video-
So what
Good
offence
happening.
did you suspect?
Well, I don't know that you're not compromised in some way with some of the organisation that goes on here. So that's why I need to come and talk to you.
What offence would that be?
Yeah, what would that be though?
What's the offence, Sergeant?
Well, it could be any one of a number of offences.
Which
Give us
one?
an example.
Well,
What?
When you-
What? No.
Go on.
Right. For you to use the legislation,
Yes.
you have to reasonably suspect that I'm involved in the commission of an offence.
Yes.
What suspicion of what offence?
okay. Well, you could be perverting the course of justice.
Perverting the course
Could
of
be.
justice.
And what?
Could be.
What reasonable, articulable suspicion do you have that I was perverting the course of
I don't,
justice?
but that's why we come out
So you
and
don't.
talk to you.
So you don't. So have you just?
So we-
So you're
have
fishy.
you just used?
No,
Answer this question
no,
for me, Sergeant.
You've got to start a conversation. I can't just come out. So you two
No,
chaps are
but
still
you started the
could say,
conversation
"Morning,
wrong."
You're just doing a bit of drone flying. Yep,
No.
it's a legal activity. There's no geo fence.
It is, but when you put it into context for what this building and what the function of the building, you go and fly, you're flying a drone over there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the conversation would have been, all right,
But
gents,
it won't-
everything
no,
all
no,
right?
yeah,
Sergeant,
it
do you
wouldn't-
understand
make any
People
difference.
what
just
you've
get
just done?
intimidated by the drone.
They don't get intimidated by
They
the drone.
do, yeah. We've got lots of videos that show it.
There's a whole history which I'm trying to give you some background to it.
We do understand.
Sergeant,
that.
let's just get
So-
back to the matter at hand, right? Because you're risking a lot of people's money here, right?
Right.
So do you understand what you've just done?
Why am I risking people's money? Yeah,
Because
why
you're
am I
using
having a
legislation
conversation?
unlawfully.
Yeah.
No,
You told me land the drone. For
Yeah.
you to tell me to land the drone under that section of law, you have to have reasonable suspicion that I'm in commission of an offence, or likely to be in the commission of an offence. You said
in order to speak
perverting
to
the
you,
course of justice.
in order to speak to you,
In order to speak to me, you come up to
I-
me and you ask me nicely next time.
calm
down.
down.
You ask me nicely next
Calm
time,
down.
Sergeant.
Right. I don't see. Clearly, the whole focus of this is to try and get me wound up. in
No,
some way,
absolutely
and-
not. You
and-
wound
and
me
it's
up.
not.
You wound me up.
No, honestly, we
Do
did
you know
not want
why-
that.
why
Honestly,
you wanting
the
that?
only thing we wanted was just like, morning lads, you all right? Because we're doing no wrong.
But
You
when
can't
you-
come out here and start. Did you expect us to be intimidated? No, that's not
I'm
going to
not
happen.
going to intimidate you.
Yeah,
Did you
land the
expect-
drone
No,
now. You've
no,
committed an
no,
offence.
It's not going to
No,
work though.
I'm telling you the background, talking to you about this.
Yeah, but this is an
Alright?
opportunity to improve
can't-
these
you can't
instances as well.
I'm trying to educate you in the way
We
of
don't
this
need to
particular
educate.
building.
Clearly, I didn't need the education. You did, Sergeant.
You don't know anything about the function of this place.
Would you want to tell me some stuff about the
I
function of this
can't.
place?
I can't go into any more detail than I've done already.
Right,
So
okay.
you've just got to be careful with it.
Anything
Right.
that we can see with our own eyes, we can see, can't we?
You can, but
Someone, if
what
we
I'm
wanted to do
saying-
it, we'd do it covertly. We could have. It doesn't make no sense.
I could have started flying this from 3 miles away and you wouldn't have ever known who I was.
You wouldn't have a clue.
No, but that just makes the world difficult for us, because then if we did see the drone,
And that's
we'd
also
want
an
to know.
offence.
It also makes it more clandestine, so you start to wonder why that person's doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
You're doing it relatively overtly.
Yeah, and you're still wondering what we're
So,
doing.
exactly.
And still told me I was committing an offence.
But you could be committing
And still
offence,
demanded-
Tell us what that
talking to you.
offence
And still demanded I
Right.
land the drone.
The offence The offence is of just, I need to speak to you and understand who you are and what you're about in order to understand what the consequences
Right,
are.
I understand that you would like to speak to us, right? And we've been very accommodating, I would like to think.
Yeah, and
We've landed the drone.
And again, there's not been any drama with me, has
No.
there?
Well, with you demanded that I land the drone,
Yeah,
right? You demanded that, didn't you?
yeah.
You did,
I wanted
right?
to speak to you.
You did want to speak to me. You didn't ask to speak to me. You demanded to speak to me.
I wanted to speak to
That's not how consensual conversations work.
you. All right, okay.
Yeah? You introduce yourself, you say hello.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I talk to you for 5 minutes? I might say no, I don't want to talk to you, and I carry on with my drone.
Right.
Or I might say, yeah, no problem, I'll bring the drone down. But you don't come over and demand things, dictate things. It's not dictatorship, this, Sergeant.
In order for me to understand who you are, what you're doing, and what
All right,
the
miss.
risk is.
Oh, 2 pips. How are we doing, Inspector?
I'm all right, thank
and
you.
what the risk is.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Currently, with what we have going on in there,
Yeah.
I need to get you to land the drone in order to find out who you are, and what the risk is.
We would like that. You don't, you know, it's not something you have the power to do, though.
It is an
That's my
offence
point.
to endanger the flying of an aircraft,
It
which
is.
is what you could have been committing.
Yeah. You knew I was piloting a
That's
drone.
his responsibility.
No, no, no,
You're
no, no, no.
interfering with
Well, I
someone.
didn't
You-
interfere. I said, broke a
you knew-
conversation.
dangerous that.
You knew I was
Conversation.
flying a drone. You knew I was the pilot, did you?
That's why I asked you to land.
Exactly. Right? So you came and interrupted a pilot flying an aircraft.
Well,
That's a potential offence.
that you have been asked to land it,
I was demanded to land it.
which was the safe thing
Which
to
he
do.
accommodated.
No, it was not.
Which
Which is
was.
the
The
safe.
safe thing to do was to leave me alone until I've landed.
So, gentlemen, are you prepared to give me your name and details and tell me?
We
who
need
you
to-
are and
We
what
just
you-
introduced ourselves.
Tell me where you're from and what your
From
your
Leeds.
purpose is here. Why are you here from Leeds?
Literally here just to document the police station, get some aerial shots and move on. That's
Right.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Are you the 2 guys that came out, went over to the garage area?
Yes.
Yeah. Seen you wondering about.
Yeah.
Did a little commentary as you were walking along.
Yes,
Nice.
you did.
We're just mapping police stations, that's all.
Yeah.
You know, and
So
nobody
where's-
owns the airspace.
where's-
We're not committing any offence.
Where next for you guys?
Possibly motorsport across there.
Motor
Not
point.
specific motor
Motor
point,
point.
yeah. And other local businesses.
Right. Okay. You've got to be prepared for a potential confrontation because not everybody's reasonable, not everybody's fully au fait with what the legislation is.
Yeah. I'm always
Particularly-
prepared.
Particularly around some civilian factors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to think of that.
We're usually a bit more accommodating with civilians than we
We're
are
not-
police because
we're
they
not
should
in-
know the legislation already.
We're not in periods of COVID anymore, but you've
Yeah.
got face coverings on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're scared of cameras.
Yeah. Terrified.
You might scare people. You know, people
Bright
might be
green so you
bothered
can
by
see me. You know, so you can see where the pilot is.
No, it's
where the bright yellow and
nice-
bright green.
nice skull. Skull face covering on. That might bother people.
Yeah.
Be prepared for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. There might be consequences depending on where you go and what the sites are for. So try not to cause us some problems. If
We'll
you're
bear
doing,
that in
if
mind.
you're doing
We-
stuff,
we will bear
do
that
it
in
within
mind. We
the
will.
legislation.
We will.
Do it.
Always.
Do it what you're happy with.
We will.
Always.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
Are you happy that we're not committing any offences now?
I'm not wholly convinced.
You're not wholly
around
convinced?
It, no. which
What-
is
what
why
do you
I'm
think I
gonna
might be doing?
Record your name and address.
No, you're not.
Well, I'll record your name that you provided to me.
That's fine, yeah. You do what you need to do,
I'll
but
do that, and then we'll have a look and we'll see. I'll just make sure that
Hey, let me
there
just
isn't.
let me just tell you, Sarge. If you want to have a look into this, if you go on to Yorkshire Evening Post, I was in the paper
Okay.
for doing this, and I was arrested.
Yorkshire what, sorry?
Yorkshire Evening Post. So I was arrested, kept for 7 hours in Normanton Police Station. Yeah, arrested for terrorism, and then went from terrorism to breach of the peace,
Right.
and then there was an air navigation offence,
Right.
and I was released without charge, and I'm just waiting for the check to come through. So yeah,
Is that West Yorkshire? Is it?
that's West Yorkshire. Yeah. So what I would do if I was you is rethink your decision.
yeah, and on top of that, there's a viral video of that incident where the copper brutally grabs his cuffs, twists them for about 15 minutes and forces them to the floor.
Call
Have you
that
seen it?
torture.
Yeah, absolute torture.
I've come out armed with a pen.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
all
no,
right?
it's more of your attitude really at first. That's what triggered us.
Well-
We're past that now.
Well, you know what? If I upset you guys, I'm sorry about that.
Well, I
It's the
just-
whole
I
point
think your
of it, really,
approach-
just to say to people, hang on a minute, who do you think you are? That's the
Prepared
point.
to give me your name and your name?
Oh, absolutely not. No, no, no.
No.
Unless you can tell us what crime we've committed, and then
Not if
we
you're
have
writing
to.
it down.
What if I'm writing it down?
What are you writing it down for?
Write it down.
What are you writing it down for?
Write everything down.
But why though?
Okay. I won't write it down. What's your name? What's your name?
I already told you.
I know you have, but that was an introduction.
When you go find that
Exactly.
article, you'll find everything you need to know anyway, so
No, no.
you'll be laughing.
Okay.
Well, you'd have to do some detective work. It's
Yeah,
not in the article.
Take you 2 minutes.
Wearing
But I'm sure you
uniform,
could.
not being
I'm sure you could ring
detective
West
detectives
Yorkshire if
as
you
well.
really want to.
So are you happy with the conversation that you've had and the interaction that
No complaints, nothing to worry about.
Right.
I think you've corrected it.
Correct.
It's all about
Yeah.
the weight.
I like that.
It's all
Yeah.
about the
Story
weight.
of my service, that
Yeah, yeah.
correcting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't need to speak to the inspector.
No, this is my boss.
Yeah, I know,
This
yeah.
is my boss. We work out
Yeah.
the same office. So there is going to be some movement of vehicles.
Yeah, that's what we want to see.
so-
You know what I mean?
so
It's just a
you
high
just-
vis. I mean,
Public
you come out
interest,
all in.
people love it.
You come out all in black, which is a little bit disappointing for us because we prefer the yellow jackets.
Put one of them on every scary moment.
Yeah,
warm
so
for
we
that
do
now,
we
it's
do
too
prefer
warm.
them.
Yeah.
So the high vis cars coming in and out is exactly what we want to see. To be honest,
We've met before, haven't we?
we've met before, have we?
Yeah, I think so.
Have we really?
You've been back here before.
No,
You've been here.
we've never been here, but other people have.
I've been here once before, a long time ago.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't remember meeting you.
Yeah. Was
I
it the,
recognise your face.
Was it the pork buffet?
No.
The buffet.
That was not us.
we mentioned
That
that
was
this
not us.
morning, and we were going to try and link it into this video because we passed. I recognised it when we passed it.
Nice touch, that one.
Nice touch. Tell me what happened about that then. What was the story in the station about that?
No, it was odd. You picked a moment where there's hardly anyone.
It wasn't us.
Yeah.
It was
It definitely wasn't us.
We watched it on
I'm
YouTube.
positive,
we
yeah,
watched
yeah,
it, yeah. Sausage Fest or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Sausage Fest.
So yeah,
We do
have-
know the guys,
do-
though. We
do
know the
get-
guys,
we
but
do
it's not
get
us.
Quite a number out here. But you're the first with the drone.
Right.
What we'll try and do is we'll try and engage with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Find out what the purpose is. Do you know, at the end of the day, there's so much happens everywhere. It could be a protest.
Yeah.
We'll come and speak to you and find out what's happened and what the impact's going to be. For me, you know, if you want to stay here and you film, well, you stay here and film. The thing you've got to be aware of is you can't compromise the integrity or security of an investigation.
Yeah.
So if something pulls
But
out,
we can in British law because you need to have intent, and if we didn't intend to do that, then we couldn't be done for that.
but we'd have to establish that intent.
Yeah, well, you couldn't
And you-
because
and
you
you
wouldn't be able
don't-
to meet the mens rea.
But you don't gain that by just a conversation on the street.
Yeah, but you
That's
understand
the
my point, don't
problem.
you?
Do you get mine?
Not really.
You can't. So if I suspect an offence has been committed,
Yeah,
then that's my suspicion.
Yeah.
yeah,
In order to
But you have to
prove
justify
those
that.
points,
yeah.
I would have to go and take further steps, which might
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
arrest, might mean report on summons, might mean interview. It all
I understand
depends
that.
where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
Then you could
Yeah.
find text messages which
be
proved it, and then other
Could be
things. Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But no, that's not what's
Um,
going on.
So yeah, so there we are. So you're not willing to provide details at the minute?
Well, I'll give you my name.
Definitely not.
We've introduced ourselves, haven't we? You're Damien, Michael, Jamie.
Jamie.
What's your name, sorry?
Inspector.
Louise.
That's it. Happy
So
days.
we all know each other, don't we?
Right. Okay.
Yeah?
do
Are we
indeed.
happy? We're only going to be here for another 5-10 minutes anyway.
You know Spike? Have you heard of Spike up northeast on police interceptors?
You not heard Spike?
You must have heard of Spike,
No.
the famous police officer Spike.
It's a bit of a busman's
Police,
holiday
yeah,
watching
police
that on
officers
TV,
don't watch
isn't it?
police.
No, police interceptors. Yeah.
We don't watch auditors either.
Yeah, we don't watch auditors.
No,
Yeah.
it's never the same, is it?
No. But yeah, we're off to meet Spike. We're getting Inspector Dave up at Durham.
Right.
He's giving us a tour around.
Is that all interceptors?
Yeah.
No. He's changed from the Interceptors. The Interceptors is like a joint thing with Durham and Cleveland.
Right.
But he's now custody sergeant is Spike. So he's gone from TV to down into the dungeons.
That's it.
Yeah.
Won't be seeing any daylight. That's
I know,
it.
yeah.
It's
So
exciting.
we're going to go meet Spike. We're going to have a little tour of custody. We're not staying there, hopefully.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, we're going to go see Inspector Dave.
Just that it's not all bad. You
Yeah.
know, we do have good interactions with
Yeah,
police. We're
definitely.
Not, look, that's why we were offended with that. We're not here for that, mate. You know, we don't want an argument.
It's
It's about understanding the
It is.
implications
It's the
then into
implications,
what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I was flying over the top though. I mean, we can't see in the windows because they're all blacked out. All we can see is the top of the car roofs and can't even see the plates.
People look absolutely tiny. You can't make out people. You know, you can't.
Yeah,
make
I zoomed in.
supposed
I'm
to
zoomed in on you
depends
two, and I
on
still didn't know who you are when you came up.
capability you've got. So yeah. Right. So
Yeah.
you're going straight back up to you're going north east, or you're going back to Leeds, or?
About 5-10 more minutes here, and then we're gonna have a look on Google Maps. I think we're gonna head over to Motor Point, and then into the next place.
I don't know if you'll get in Motor Point.
We've just been in.
Been in.
There's
Been to
just
toilet?
walk through gate and everything. There's no gate.
No
on
problem. Yeah, we will.
It's open to customers anyway.
That. Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah.
Yeah, just been to Lou.
Right.
Cheers, guys.
But yeah, we'll leave you to it. We don't want to keep any more of your time.
No problem.
There's a lot of money stood here on the footpath.
You've got me out of a meeting. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, gentlemen.
You going back to the meeting now?
Yes.
Yeah. You gonna tell them all about us?
Yes, of course.
See you later, Damien. Bye, Louise. Well, that was Sergeant Damien and Inspector Louise.
Oh, guys.
Lovely conversation there. It turns out, in the end, it was a bit aggy at first. demanding things. When he realised I am not that one, he soon changed his mind, brought it back down again, and we restarted the conversation. And you know, I was really happy that he was willing to do that, because not a lot of officers would allow their ego to do that. You know, they just wouldn't allow it. It'd just be a case of, no, I said you do. But Damien changed his tune very quickly, which we appreciate. So yeah, guys, that was the operations complex at South Yorkshire Police in Sheffield, and we're going to move on, and we're going to go to the next station, and we shall see you there.